Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here. Today I wanted to review the brand new 5-star skill moves FUT Birthday Marco Reus. Let you know if he's worth completing, show you some players that you can use to get them linked into your squad. But before we begin, if you are new here, please make sure to subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. So we start right off here with his player bio. You can see high medium work rates. That's beautiful for an attacker. 5-star skill moves, that is great. That's one of the most OP things you can have this year. 4-star weak foot should be more than adequate. However, there is one thing on this page that I am not a big fan of, and that is the left wing. We've just had an overabundance of left wings this year, and tomorrow, the FUT Birthday SBC tomorrow is a left wing. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen the leaks, but we are getting another left wing tomorrow. That's in the news, so that's not spoiling anything. But another left wing tomorrow, just so many left wing after left wing or left mid, whatever people you can position modify to the left wing, left mid role. So that's a little bit frustrating. Now, I realize Reus was a left wing in the old days of FIFA, which is understandable why they are having him there. I wish there would have been some executive decision to make him a cam or even make him a right wing or right mid, something like that. Would have been nice to just have some alternative link options, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at his attributes. Some really strong attributes right here. 3 base stats over 90, pace, shooting, and dribbling. However, as far as Chem style goes, I would recommend an engine. That would get his pace, his acceleration would go to 97, sprint speed would go to 95, his agility and balance would be boosted, his passing would be boosted. He would make for an epic cam at that stage, would be really, really sharp there. The shooting would not be boosted, and that's probably the only thing that's lacking on this card. You're always, with pretty much any Chem style, you're going to leave just a little bit lacking. So if you were going to play him as a striker, I would maybe recommend Hunter or maybe recommend Hawk just to get that shooting a little bit more boosted. But I think engine overall would be the best Chem style just to get that dribbling up to that next level, especially with the 5-star skill moves. But that, if there was anything lacking as far as the attributes go, I would say it's that with any Chem style, you're going to leave a little thing unbalanced, because if you put that Hawk on him, you're not boosting the dribbling. If you put a finisher on him, you're not boosting the pace. So he's got like a couple different areas where he needs the boost, but he's not getting it from all the areas. But still a really strong card. I would rate this card a 9 out of 10. So it's a really strong card. As far as cost goes, let's go and take a look at the cost of this SBC. So Reus requires an 84 rated squad with 1 Dortmund player, an 85 rated squad with a team of the week, and an 87 rated squad. According to FUTBin, he's coming in at around 550 to 600,000 coins. I do honestly think at this stage of the game it's a little bit overpriced, but we will get to that in a little bit. I don't think it's grossly overpriced. If you wanted to do the Reus, if he's going to fit into your team, and we'll talk about some links in just a second, I think he's in that reasonable zone, but he's still just a hint overpriced in my opinion, especially when we'll take a look at some comps here in a few minutes. But let's take a look at some link options if you wanted to bring Reus into your squad, some good ways to play him into the game. We go down here. So when you first think about, or you see a left wing or a right wing, usually what a lot of us think about is the 4-5-1, because that's sometimes one of the easiest ways to get players linked. Especially, if you had Premier League everywhere else, or La Liga or something like that, then you could still fit 2 Bundesliga players on this side and not mess with anything else. So it's nice when you have those types of link options. But as far as left backs go from the Bundesliga, the best option and really only option in my opinion is Alphonso Davies. Now, I've got his Team of the Year version, which is just absolutely next level. I'm not expecting anyone here else to have the Team of the Year or be able to just go out and buy one. He's, I think, 1.3 million coins at this stage, so a pretty big investment into a left back. Now I play him in the midfield, but still pretty big investment for that. You could still even play with gold Alphonso Davies, but notice this is not a perfect link. So if you don't have any other link options from the Bundesliga, Reus would be on 7, Davies would be on 7. One option to consider, though, this is a card that is really strong, still available for I think 2 more days as an SBC, this Lars Bender. I play him as a center back, and he is one of the best center backs in the game, in my opinion, even playing him on 7 Chem. So that's the only downside to this one. Royce would be on 10 Chem from this stage. Bender would be on 7. You could also flip it, put Bender on this side at right back, play Royce over here. Then Bender would be on 10, Royce would be on 7. When Royce would still be strong as a 7 Chem player, he just, he's going to lose some of those boosts, especially the pace boost. Maybe if you're going to play him here, maybe then you would want to consider the Hunter just to get that pace up a little bit more, because I think Hunter on 7 Chem is +7, so I think that may be more worthwhile. The engine boost, I think, would only be +3 to pace with 7 Chem. So this gives you, and also just to notice, if you don't know, you would have to do a position modifier, change Royce from a left wing to a left mid, so then that would get him on 7 chemistry as a right mid. Some other options to get them linked up, and another great way to link left wings are these 4-3-3 formations. So if you do the 4-3-3 third variety, you can put Royce here. Then we can start linking to some other OP players. For example, this Leon Goretzka Headliners card, one of my favorite cards this year. I had him for a while back. Now, he's still kind of pricey, 400,000 or 500,000 coins. But if you're completing Royce, you're probably at a little bit more advanced stage, so you're probably able to get some cards around this level of Goretzka. If you can't get the Headliners Goretzka, he does have some other Team of the Week versions that you can maybe get and build up to the Headliners version, but that is a really strong card. The other thing you maybe have, maybe if you've done a lot of 81 plus player picks, you were maybe lucky enough to pop this Leroy Sane, and you can see here you've got the starts of a really strong, but we've got a strong link here. German left wing Royce, Germans Chem, Leroy Sane. So you've got a perfect link, not a perfect link, a strong link between these two. You would need to get Sane on Chem. You would need some other links, but then, if you do have an Alphonso Davies, then you've got a Bayern Munich link. So if you were able to do this, then Sane is on 10, Royce is on 10, Davies is on 10, regardless of whoever else you put here. So those guys would be linked. Same if you put Goretzka right here. So just to point that out. Another option, if you've been knocking out SBCs lately, and this one I would probably recommend starting in a 4-4-2 just to get the other links. But we've had a Mesut Ozil released. We've had a Podolski FUT Birthday released. So you have the option of doing something like this. You could have this Podolski. And the reason I'm putting this in a 4-4-2, I want to get Podolski and Ozil together so they have their strong link. So we have Royce over here on the left, Ozil as a Cam or CM, and Podolski as a striker. So then we've got 3 FUT Birthday SBCs linked up. You would need either a German left back or a Bundesliga left back. And, if you still wanted to go with that Bender on 7 Chem would be perfect. If you have that St. Graven, who was a Bundesliga league player from earlier in the year, would be a good card. Or even, honestly, at this stage, you can still play with gold Alphonso Davies. He's not the best option you'd have out there, but he's still playable. With that type of pace and movement, Davies can still be a good part of a team. So wanted to talk about that for some nice link options if you want to get Royce linked into your team. But let's talk a little bit about some comps. Let me get these guys back down here. One of the things that puts me back on Royce is just, again, because he is a left wing. And one of the reasons why, and we're talking about one of my favorite players in the game right here, Neymar. And had this Royce came out maybe 2 or 3 months ago, then, we would be talking about everybody completing Royce. But now, at this stage of the game, we have Neymar, and let's see what he's going for on the transfer market. 270 with no takers, 259. Let's see, 258. So, 250. So you're talking about you can buy this Neymar on the market tradable. And this Neymar, in my opinion, is still a better card than Royce. And the reason why he's 5-star, so he's already got that 5-star skill moves that Royce has. He also has 5-star weak foot, which is superior to the 4-star weak foot. And the thing about Neymar is the way his spreads work for boost from Chem Styles. Look at his dribbling. He's already at 94 dribbling with 96 agility, 95 ball control, 95 dribbling. So you don't have to boost his dribbling. So you can put a Hunter on Neymar, boost his pace to 99, and boost his shooting. His passing is still good, and his dribbling is still top notch. So when you look at it that way, I would still say Neymar is the better card. Now, if you look at in-game stats or total stats, Royce is going to have more than Neymar does. However, if you look at rating per position, Neymar still shows as a better option. So that's just one thing to consider. And let me give you some other options. Mane is very cheap and also plays really well. Now, I would say Royce is a better overall card than Mane. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say Mane is another option that is very cheap. I think Mane is like 80,000 coins or less. Let's see what Mane is coming up now at this stage of the game. Yeah, so somewhere in that like 80,000 coin range for Mane, it looks like. So another really good option. We also just had this player of the month, Jadon Sancho, that's out there. He's a lot cheaper to complete than Royce. Now, Sancho does not have much shooting. And again, I would say the Royce is an overall better card, but Sancho was a lot cheaper. And Sancho still has better dribbling, so you can also try to boost some of that shooting, boost some of his pace up. So that's another Dortmund option. And this Rashford here, this Rashford is similar in price as 88 Rashford, another really strong left mid, left wing option. Rashford just for some reason plays amazing in game. When you look at his stats, you're sometimes kind of like, gosh, that Rashford looks okay, but then you play with Rashford and it's like you can't take the ball off of him. But I wanted to give you guys one idea. If you're thinking about completing Marco Reus, remember we have another SBC out there for a left mid, left wing with this Pavel Nedved. And the Nedved is coming in, I want to say like 750,000, so he's a little bit more expensive to complete than Reus. But you're talking about prime icon moments, Pavel Nedved. And if you compare the stats, just look at the base stats there. Royce has 3 more pace than Nedved, but Nedved has 2 more shooting, 4 more passing, 2 more dribbling, a lot more defensive abilities, and the same physicality from when you just look at the base stats. So if it was me personally, and you know, for me personally, I'll show you guys what I have for anyone who doesn't know. Let me just find it here real quick. What I have in my team, I said I would have completed, but I was lucky enough to get this red Neymar from one of my weekly picks. So I have red Neymar, so that's the reason I haven't completed Nedved. But just something to consider. I would think about completing this Nedved instead of Royce, just building to him. Remember, we've got those 81 plus player picks. But as far as the value of the SBC goes, I would rate the SBC overall a 7 out of 10. So I would say it's not a must complete. If Royce is one of your favorite players, if you've got a lot of Bundesliga options, if you just want something different, there is certainly nothing wrong with completing Royce. It's not like grossly overpriced or anything. It's just that little bit overpriced. But anyways, boys, I just wanted to go over that, give you my review of them, let you know what I think of this Royce. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe, check the description, join my Discord server, but I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.